In 1903, a theater advertised as absolutely fireproof burned down in minutes, killing more people than any single building fire in American history. The doors themselves were the reason. Here's the real chain. The Iroquois Theater opened in Chicago that year as one of the most luxurious playhouses in the country, and its owners marketed it heavily as fireproof. That claim was based on a few fire-resistant materials in the construction, but the building was missing almost every basic safety feature required today. There were no sprinklers installed, no fire alarm system, and exit signs simply didn't exist as a standard feature anywhere in the building. On December 30th, 1903, during a packed matinee performance, a stage light ignited a curtain, and flames spread upward almost instantly. The theater was standing room only that day, well beyond its official capacity, packed with families and children on their winter break. As smoke and flame spread, the panicked crowd rushed toward the exits, the only way most of them knew how to get out. But many of the exit doors opened inward, toward the crowd, instead of outward. As bodies pressed against them, the doors simply would not budge. Several doors were also equipped with unfamiliar bascule locks that ushers hadn't been properly trained to open under pressure. Some exits were hidden behind curtains or blocked entirely, decorative choices made with no thought given to emergency evacuation. In the chaos, hundreds of people were crushed against doors that never opened, trapped just feet away from the street outside. More than 600 people died that afternoon, making it still, over a century later, the deadliest single-building fire in United States history. The scale of the tragedy triggered outrage across the entire country, and investigators moved quickly to understand exactly what had gone wrong. The findings were damning. The disaster wasn't caused by one single failure, but by a building whose exits were fundamentally hostile to a fleeing crowd. Cities across America began rewriting their building codes almost immediately, and Chicago's own codes changed dramatically within months. New rules required exit doors in public buildings to open outward, in the same direction a panicked crowd would naturally push. Illuminated exit signs, largely optional before the fire, became a standard legal requirement in theaters and public gathering spaces. But the deeper problem remained. Even outward opening doors could still jam or lock under the crushing weight of a panicked crowd. Engineers began developing a new kind of hardware, a mechanism that would release a locked door the instant it was pushed from the inside. No key or twisting motion required. This became known as the panic bar, a horizontal bar across the inside of a door that unlatches the moment someone pushes against it. It let a crowd release a locked door in a single motion simply by moving toward it, exactly how people actually behave in a real emergency. Fire codes across the country began requiring panic bar hardware on exit doors in any building meant to hold large crowds. That requirement spread internationally over the following decades, becoming a near-universal standard for schools, theaters, stadiums, and offices. Modern building and fire codes worldwide still require outward opening doors and panic hardware in exactly the situations the Iroquois fire exposed. The next time you push a metal bar to open a door instead of turning a handle, that mechanism exists because of a theater that was never actually fireproof at all. Follow Forgotten Record for more Real Chains history.